Hola, muy buenas tardes amigos. Seguimos aquí en el evento de From Internship to Ownership en Hampton Inn en Stone Mountain, Georgia. Soy Gloria Salinas de Juventud Latina y ahora me encuentro con uno de los fundadores, Mr. Ogle, que nos va a explicar un poquito sobre qué es lo que estamos haciendo el día de hoy aquí y qué es From Internship to Ownership. So, Mr. Ogle, thank you so much for agreeing to this interview today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, tell us a little bit about what is From Internship to Ownership.
Well, from internship to ownership is an idea, we refer to it as the straight path to business ownership or to being a shareholder in a company, a startup company. The idea is that young people often have a passion for enterprise. They have a passion to own their own business or be a part of a business operation. And we want to capture that passion at the appropriate point, add the skill sets that are necessary to make their idea work, or pair them with other passionate young entrepreneurs to work together as a project team on one of our businesses that we're giving birth to, one of our incubator businesses.
Well, that sounds very interesting. I know there are a lot of, young people out there who are entrepreneurs or who have that dream of becoming one day entrepreneurs, but don't know just how to start that process. So, what do you say to them? How can they start?
Well, they can start by becoming a part of a network of other people who are about the same thing. From internship to ownership, have conferences that we do, like the one we had tonight. We hold symposiums where we invite business owners, where we invite successful entrepreneurs to talk about business in general and also specific types of businesses that might interest a particular entrepreneur. One of the unique things that we do also is we have business ideas of our own that we have researched and we are incubating, we're building into a company. And we look for entrepreneurs that might be interested in joining one of our project teams to learn from a mentor. Some people call it shadowing, where you're paired with an experienced person and there's a skill set transfer by working with that person and learning what they already know.
All right, so you are, Mr. Ogle, one of the founders. I want you to tell us a little bit about what inspired this idea.
Well, yes, I am the founder. What inspired this idea is the extraordinary amount of opportunity that is available to young people today because of the advent of technology. I'll give you one example. The threshold, the financial threshold to enter into a business is so much lower today than it was in the past. For example, let's say if you're in the import-export business. When I was a much younger person, and I might want to do business with someone in Mexico, someone in Brazil, if you would not know, but if you think of the cost of just making telephone calls back then, it was an inhibiting factor. Today, you can talk to people for free on WhatsApp or WeChat or Skype, and that's not an insignificant thing because communication is the very heart and soul of how commerce is conducted. So when you're able to speak and communicate with others around the world at no charge, that is a lack of a barrier to entry that 25 years ago we did not have.
Exactly, that is very true. I can have an interview via Skype sometimes, and which we've had done, which technology nowadays makes things like this so easy and so accessible to entrepreneurs.
Yes. As Thomas Friedman in his book said, the world is flat. It has become flat.
That is very true. Now, to some of our viewers who are still kind of doubting of whether or not they should become members, what do you say to them?
Well, the membership is $25 per year, and if you did nothing else but network in the blog room or get to know some other young people like yourself with your ambitions, with your passion for enterprise, it's a benefit. It's a very small number to benefit from interacting with others that keep you motivated. One of the things in our culture, it's what I call the prescription. We tell our young people, get an education and get a good job. And there's nothing at all wrong with that unless you're telling that to someone who has a passion for business. then it becomes something that's sort of like, but that's not what I feel, the urge to do. So we're that resource that if no one in your family has ever been in business, we can be that resource to bridge that gap and help you to feed that passion, to answer questions, to introduce you to our network, as we did tonight, to a business development organization that can give you an advantage in pursuing your dream, pursuing your goal.
That is wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And I definitely think that there are a lot of viewers out there, who have maybe a lack, like you said, of family members who have had businesses before, so they don't know where to go or how to start their business or their business venture with other friends. But this is definitely, my friends, a really good organization to look forward to for mentoring purposes. And like you said, the education is very important, but sometimes, parents forget to tell us that businesses, when they're getting ready to hire somebody, they are like, okay, where's your 10 years of experience?
Yes, exactly. And that's one of the things that you can gather from participating in business development.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you. Y bueno, amigos, eso es todo del fundador, directamente de él. ¿Por qué ustedes tienen que perseguir una carrera que a lo mejor el día de mañana les va a traer un buen saldo, pero esos negocios les van a pedir más experiencia, la que ustedes no tienen, cuando ahorita en su temprana edad pueden participar en un evento como estos, en una organización como estas que les brinda todo ese apoyo de personas que ya tienen la experiencia y ellos están muy emocionados de poder ayudarles a ellos, porque nosotros somos el futuro, amigos. Y bueno, yo soy Gloria, regresamos al estudio y recuerden que este programa es patrocinado por la firma de Taylor Lee y Asociados.